Hey, it's been a minute since I sat down in front of my computer and recorded something. So today we're going to go into Rollkur and the FEI and the more recent issues we've been having with that for the last year, I think. Basically the FEI is a joke. So before I get into what Rollkur is, I'm going to explain who the FEI are and essentially what they do, what they stand for, and... The FEI stands for International Federation for Equestrian Sports. They are the governing body, English sports, so that would include dressage, show jumping, eventing, cross-country, things like that. So for my non-horsey people who are watching my video, or who are new to the sport and want to learn, dressage is about harmony between horse and rider, showing natural athletic ability and partnership. Rollkur takes everything dressage stands for away. Dressage promotes stretching, bending, and relaxing of the neck, back, and swing of the hindquarters. Rollkur causes a horse's vertebrae to become compressed, making the horse stiff, and forcing it to work tight. I also want to clarify that Rollkur is not riding horse long and low. Riding a horse long and low, you use leg pressure, and it helps aid the horse in stretching. Now, with all that being said, what is Rollkur? Rollkur is the overflexion of the neck in a horse. It is achieved by the rider fixing their hands low and wide apart, causing lots of pressure in the horse's mouth and on its tongue. It causes spine, neck, jaw, and hock problems.
And this ligament is the ligament that is hyperstressed during Rollkur, or mostly hyperstressed during Rollkur out of all the others. And as you can see, I want you to watch his nuchal ligament, which again is all up here, and I want you to see how the nuchal ligament reacts when he becomes hyperflexed. Come here, buddy. So we're gonna bend him, hyperflex him. So see how it's already uncomfortable for him and he doesn't want to do it? So I have to release the pressure very quickly with him because it's uncomfortable. Most horses don't like being hyperflexed. Actually, no horse likes being hyperflexed. So what hyperflexion does is it actually puts 4 times the amount of pressure or more on your horse's nuchal ligament, down their neck and their spine, while the horse is in this hyperflexed Rollkur position.
Rollkur was supposedly banned in 2010 because of the constant loud backlash the FEI kept receiving. But what does this have to do with today, as it's 2024? In 2023, the FEI stopped mentioning Rollkur in their rulebook to stop being called hypocrites, we can only assume. Because elite riders weren't getting punished for it, but the less elite riders were. Like, excuse me? The FEI Dressage Rulebook of 2024 states that horses must not be subjected to methods that are abusive or cause fear. Not once is a Rollkur directly mentioned, so there is a large loophole that riders can use to get away with it. You know, they can point out the rulebook and say, oh, you don't say anything about Rollkur. The FEI are rewarding riders who use Rollkur instead of punishing them. One recent example of this is Lottie Fry and Everdale winning a freestyle at an FEI competition. She won it despite seeing the tongue of her horse be extremely pale to the point it is blue, On some close-ups, the snip is more colored than his tongue, which is odd. In every single clip, you can see the whites of the horse's eyes. That is the face of a stressed horse. To keep the equestrian sport going, we need to be willing to change how we are treating our horses instead of doing what we want at their expense. The FEI is a billion-dollar corporation that doesn't care about what we think in the end, but if we can make their wallets hurt, that is the best way to get them to listen to us. Now, I do want to say I do not blame the riders entirely, because this is something they are taught and most likely grew up with. It's a generational thing. Now it is time to change the way our sport is perceived and change it for the better. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.